So before we begin, I would just really like to thank you for your willingness to help me on this assignment. As you already know, I am not a professional counselor, so whatever we discuss during this taping is for my personal and professional learning. This video will also be shared with my professor, and it might be viewed by students in my class. Okay, so before we begin, I just want to go over a couple things. First, whatever we discuss throughout this session is completely confidential, unless, of course, I feel that you are of harm to yourself or to others. And that's all. So I just need you to sign this contract that states everything that we discussed. So tell me what brings you in today.
Well, I'm not happy at my job. Lack motivation.
Okay, would you like to elaborate on that?
Well, I don't know what it is, but when I get to work, I'm not as motivated as I should be. I realized that the last couple of months I've been late almost every day. Same feeling I had when I first started is not the same feeling I have now. And I really don't know why it is.
Okay, so first I'd like to ask, where do you work or what type of work do you do?
I'm actually a shipping and receiving clerk. So I drive forklifts and handle packages and pallets and everything like that.
Okay, so would you say that, well, earlier you stated that you're unmotivated at work. So would you say that it might be the environment or maybe the people that are contributing to this?
It's hard to say. Sometimes I feel like it's the people. Sometimes I feel like it's the environment. I don't know what it is.
Okay, so let's talk about the environment. Would you say that it's hostile or like what about the environment?
Not so much hostile. It's pretty relaxed. Pretty open space. I pretty much work in my own department or section, so I'm not bothered by a lot of people. So it's not a big deal for me.
Okay. And what about the people? Do you get along with your coworkers?
Yeah, for the most part.
Okay. So if you get along with your coworkers and there isn't really any issue with the job, could it be that maybe you're just not interested in the line of work that you're doing right now?
You know, that's the biggest thing I feel like it could be. Now that I've pretty much mastered the job or the task at hand, I feel like it's a waste of time. And it makes me not want to be there. I want to find something that intrigues my mind, that makes me work at it, something that I'm happy with doing, and I'm not necessarily happy driving forklifts. I don't know if I could see myself doing that for the rest of my life or making a career out of it.
So if I'm hearing correctly, it sounds as though the lack of motivation is coming from you not being challenged at work. Would you say that's it?
That's a big part of it.
Okay. Have you spoke to your supervisor about it?
I try to, but my supervisor, it's kind of hard to explain that type of mindset to him because I don't want him to take that out on my job position. I don't want to lose the only job I have based on how I feel about it. Because it does pay the bills,
Right.
but it's not something I'm set on. It's causing me to, I'm in a negative energy. It's always about me when I'm at work. But when I leave, I feel like that negative energy is off my back.
So is okay, this negative energy that you talk about, is it like criticism that you're getting at work, or do you care to elaborate on what exactly the negative energy is?
Few things at my job not pertaining. I mean, I guess it is people, but we lack communication, and because of that lack of communication, all the mishaps fall on the last person that it could, and a lot of times that is me. And I don't necessarily like it. I don't feel like it's right, but it's something I have to deal with. It's something I don't. It's something that pushes me away from the job. The lack of communication is definitely a big one. It just makes me feel as though it's a pointless job to be at.
Okay. So I kind of want to shift gears a little bit and ask you, if you could pick your ideal job, what would it be?
Right now, my ideal job would be most likely working in the petroleum engineering field, something that I was actually tasked at doing. One of my jobs while I was in the military.
Oh, cool. You were in the military?
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
Were
But
you like, well, not to cut you off, were you like in the army or?
I was actually a United States Marines.
Oh, cool. Thank you for serving our country.
You're welcome.
Okay. So you would want to be a petroleum engineer, is that correct?
Along that field, that's the area that I want to kind of push for. As far as career wise, and then once I get to a certain level, I want to be able to start my own business.
Okay, so you stated that you already have some type of work experience with petroleum engineering, excuse me. So what would you say is holding you back now? Or could you think of any steps that you could take to get you on the track to actually becoming, what you, or doing what you want to do?
The biggest thing is going to school. I have the experience, but I need a degree to go with it. So that's something I'm working on right now. I'm actually in school right now. I'm working towards that degree. I'm working in that program. And I'm also trying to get credits in the business management field. So as soon as my schooling is done, I can move on with that. But right now, I'm sticking with what can pay the bills and what does pay the bills until I find something better, something that's worth my while.
Well, I think it's great that you have an idea of what you want to do and that you're also taking the steps to reaching your goals. So tell me, what school are you enrolled in?
Well, right now I'm at Durham Technical Community College. I recently transferred from Palomar Community College, which is out in California. At the moment, I'm not taking classes. I actually took the semester off for personal reasons, but I will be registered again in the summer semester.
Okay. Do you enjoy Durham Tech?
I do. The classes are real petite, so it's more you can get one-on-one with the teacher. I actually feel like you're learning a little bit more, as opposed to Palomar, which has 40 to 45 people in the class. It's kind of hectic.
Okay. Well, that's good. I'm happy that you enjoy it. So right now, let's kind of try to bring it all back and focus on your job that you're currently at right now. Well, from what I'm getting, I think that it is great that you have everything in place to become what you want to become, but let's focus now on how you can do all of that and also enjoy where you're at now at your job, since you're feeling unmotivated and you're lacking interest in what you do. So if you could, what do you think would make you enjoy it more? Because I think that you should look at it as though this is just temporary. It's not something or it's not a place that you're going to be at forever, since you do have plans on, being a petroleum engineer. So, what do you think about that?
Well, I think that's a wonderful idea, but that's why I try to put myself in a position to know that I'm going to be here in the future. But the problem is, we live in a microwave generation where everybody wants things right now, and nobody wants to take the time and actually go out and get it. You understand what I'm saying? So I feel like I fell into that generational idea of things, and I'm hoping it's a microwave, and I want everything right now, but I know it can't be that way. And I really was hoping that you could help me understand, or help me put myself in a better mindset, so that when I am at work, I'm there, I'm motivated, I'm focused, I'm on time, I'm ready to go. I just really feel like I need a better headspace.
Okay, well, I think you should have a great headspace, because there's some people who have goals but don't work toward those goals. I heard Denzel Washington say one time that dreams without a plan, no, goals without a plan are just dreams. So at least you're not like those millennials who are just dreaming. You actually have a plan. So, you should try to make the best of what you have going on right now, and try to enjoy your job, because you know that it's not something that is going to be long term. It's just temporary. Do you get what I'm saying?
I do, and I would definitely try to think about that more and put that perspective into my life. I really needed to hear that from somebody, and I thank you so much for being able to tell me that.
Well, you're very welcome. So moving forward, I think you should just try to focus on the positives and not so much the negatives, because it seems like you want that instant gratification, and you want for everything to fall into place so quickly, and you're realizing that that's not how life works. You actually have to put in the hard work and the effort, which you are doing, because you are in school right now, even though you're taking a break off, but at least you're enrolled in college. And you stated that you actually do like the employees at your job, and the work environment isn't so bad. So I would like to spend the rest of this session maybe brainstorming on ways that you can, actually enjoy work. Do you have any ideas?
No, not at the moment. Enjoying work.
I mean, because it's not that you don't like the job, right?
It's not that I don't like it, but again, I'll say it's the fact that I know it's not for me for the rest of my life. And that part of me says I don't care if I like it, I don't care how much I like it. If that's not the job I know I'm fit for, it's not the job I'm fit for. It's a wonderful job to stay in right now while I'm going to school, but I'm not the happiest with it. And the reason I'm talking to you, and the reason I did come in today and you helped me see that, is I felt as though that negative energy was starting to follow me outside of the job. Before it would just be, I'm in work, I want to work, as soon as I leave, I'm good. But it got to a point where that negative energy started to follow me to my love life, to my family, my friends, and they could see the impact it was having on me. So today, like, me talking to you really opened my eyes that, stop living in the microwave era. Realize that it's going to take time for you to get where you're at, but you're going to get there, and that's all right. That's all I needed.
So, I think that's great. And I was wondering, so how much longer do you have in school until you get your degree?
Right now, I have about 2 semesters left until I receive my associates, and I have 2 years until I receive roughly 2 years, another 2 years for my bachelor's.
Well, that's not so bad. You're still young. You're only
26.
26. Yeah. And the time will go
You're
so
right.
quick. Because I'm pretty sure it's already going fast now.
It is. It is.
Yeah.
But everything that you've told me there, I'm going to take that into consideration. And I want to try to go into work and leave on a different foot than I had been for the last year. So right now, I want to actually give what you talked about a run around, and then I would love to come back and talk to you next week or 2 weeks from now.
Yeah,
And
that
let
would
you
be
know.
great. We could definitely set that up. And again, I would like to thank you
Oh no.